Karen here, leader of your Bare Necessities program with CrossFit Your Karhu, and today we're going to be making what y'all have started calling the Karhu Casserole. I like to make it whenever my parents come up for a work weekend. It's simple, it's easy, and it's become a staple in my meal prepping. Let's gather our ingredients and get started. 1 chopped red and bell pepper, 1 pound of grass-fed beef, 4 links of nitrate and nitrite-free sausage, 2-ish cups of mushrooms, 4 strips of bacon chopped, 3 5-inch sweet potatoes, and 1 dozen eggs. We're going to start with our base of sweet potatoes. So I have already baked 3 5-inch sweet potatoes. I did about 350 for 30-45 minutes depending on your oven. We're going to start by taking these and we're going to take off the skins. We'll slice them into little circles and then we'll lay them down on the bottom of our 9x12 or 9x13 inch pan, and that'll create a base for us to build off of. So I'm just going to remove your skin, and now I'm going to chop using a knife. Just chop little circles that we can mash into the bottom of our 9x13 inch baking pan. All right, now that our base is completed, we're gonna start now building off of it. The first thing I like to add is our bell peppers. So you can do as much or as little as you would like. Just simply sprinkle throughout the base. Let's get some red in here. Let's keep adding these ingredients. Let's start with some bacon. So now this is 4 strips of bacon cut into little bitty pieces. Literally, I use scissors and cut them. And I'm just gonna sprinkle over the bell peppers. We're going to take our mushrooms and place them over the bacon that's on top of the bell peppers, on top of the sweet potatoes. You can get fancy with these by simply just placing them. You can even chop them up into finer little pieces and sprinkle them over as well. Like sweet potatoes and the bell peppers, your mushrooms will fall in your carbohydrate category. So when we start talking here at the end about our nutritional value, your mushrooms will be a form of carbohydrates. All right, mushrooms have been added on top. Let's take our raw meat right now. We're gonna brown it and then we'll add it to the top of this. I have my pan on my stove. I'm going to add a little bit of olive oil to my pan with my neat little sprayer. I'm gonna take my knob and turn my temperature to medium. We can go ahead and start adding in our beef to our pan. And then we're just going to brown it. But just simply keep moving the meat around and making sure all sides are getting the same and equal amount of heat. You can watch the color of it to tell how it's done. When you're cooking and it's still a little pink, maybe you like it a little bit more rare and you can stop there. But if not, just as you're cooking, watch for all the sides to turn dark to where it loses its pink, and then you can know it's done. All right, it looks like we have no pink left here. All right, our meat is just off the stove, so I'm just going to spread it out over this casserole. It's all in, and I'm just using my spoon to spread the meat out evenly. All right, once our meat has been added, we'll now take one of our last ingredients is the sausage links. I'm just going to place them randomly on the casserole. Now for your final step of adding the eggs. I'm going to take 1 egg, I'm going to crack, and then using the shell is how you can separate it. So there's the egg white going into this bowl. Then I'm gonna take the egg yolk and put it right there. Now if it busts, it's okay, I promise. But it's really cool if you can get them all not to. So I will do all 12 like this. Eggs are a good source of protein. They're simple, they're easy. You can do them in a bazillion different ways. All right, now that we have them separated, I'm gonna take a whisk and just give these a little attention. Nothing crazy. These are just the whites. So once that is done, I'm going to pour this over our mixture evenly. We're the best we can do. It'll seep into all areas. Now, you're gonna take a spoon, and my mother's really good about making indentions and then putting the yolk in there. I'm not really good at that, so I just kind of place them at wherever you'd like on here. So, and then just place one right there. Take another one. That looks good. All right, now that we've added our eggs to the casserole, we are done building it. We're gonna turn around and put it in the oven at 350 for about 45 minutes. Keep an eye out for it because you may want to cook it a little bit longer based on how much you want your yolks cooked. That's all it is to it. All right, our casserole is done. It baked for 48 minutes at 350. So let's see how it tastes. We're pulling out a piece, all the pretty layers. Oh, looks good. So let's see how it tastes. Perfect. Not bad at all. Yes.